Hi everyone, Aiden here with eTrailer.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Hollywood Rack's Destination 4 Bike Rack here on our 2021 Toyota 4Runner. That's going to be a really nice entry-level bike rack for you and your family. It's got a 35-pound capacity per bike, and you can see it holds it pretty darn well here. We do have a cradle here holding the frame. That's the main upright support, as well as two wheel straps on either end keeping it in place. Now, because it's not like a top hook going on the top frame, alternative frame bikes should be fine, as well as some kids' bikes and everything with the way this is designed. So it's really good rack for the whole family. Now, with some platform racks, you do have a tilt-away feature where you can get to access to the back of your vehicle with the bikes loaded. This one does not have that, but for your 4Runner, since you have this whole sliding back window, if you need to get something out of the back, it's pretty easy to. You've got easy access with that, so I'd say it's not that big of a concern for me anyway. If you do want that feature, you can look into something like the Sarah's Freedom, but I don't think it's necessary in this context. Now, to get the bike unloaded, it's really easy. All we got to do is undo the wheel straps on either end first. We want to do those first because the cradle is the thing that's holding the bike upright. So once we've got those undone, we can have one hand on the bike while we undo that strap, and then grab our bike and walk it off. It's pretty easy to load and unload. Because you have that center mass, there is some room to work around, but overall, it's pretty easy to get everything unloaded. Now I'm going to go ahead and replace the strap on this end and on the cradle here, and we can actually fold this mass down like we see over here. To do that, we'll loosen this hand knob enough to get this plate lifted up and out. Then we can tilt this down and actually lock it in here with this other cradle strap. I like doing that just to make sure when you're going down the road or once you fold this up, it doesn't go anywhere. Now with it like this, let's go ahead and get some measurements. There is a pretty good rise in the end here, as well as your vehicle being high up. So I don't think ground clearance will be an issue. You've got 25 inches of clearance here, so I think that's going to be plenty for any sort of steep driveways. As far as length added, you can see it sticks out quite a bit. So with it like this, you're probably not going to be able to get into any garages. You're adding 43 inches to the back of your vehicle. So yeah, any sort of garages, tight parking spots, with this in here, you're going to want to be cautious of that. Now you can, however, fold it up like we mentioned earlier. To do that, all we got to do is come to the pivot point here, pull this clip, and undo this knob. It threads really easily. And we can tilt, fold this up, and align that hole again to get it secured in place. There we go. And the nice thing about this knob threading in is that it actually kind of acts as an anti-rattle. So this pivot point here isn't a weak point. It keeps the whole thing nice and solid. We can pop that clip back in, grab our tape measure, and get that measurement one more time. So from the center of the bumper out to the end, we're only adding about 15.5 to 16 inches to the back point here. So that's a lot more manageable. If you've got a larger garage, you're probably going to be able to fit it in and close the door. Just again, be cautious of that. You want to make sure it fits. Now down at the hitch, we can see this fits a 2-inch by 2-inch receiver tube, and it has an anti-rattle bolt that does lock. So it keeps everything nice and secure in the hitch, and it keeps your bike rack locked to your vehicle. Now overall, the Hollywood Rack's Destination is a really nice entry-level platform rack. It's probably one of my favorites out there. And I think for your 4Runner, it's going to be a really good fit. If you really want that tilting feature, there are other options, but for your 4Runner, I don't think it's necessary. Thanks for watching.
Now we're going to go ahead and take it on our test course. First we'll start with the slaloms. This is going to show the side-to-side action. It's kind of going to mimic the movements that you'll see whenever you're driving down the road normally. Now we'll have the alternating speed bumps. This is going to be more so like the uneven roads and some of that uneven terrain you might be traveling on, and see how it holds up.